Wait a second. No. Please tell me that this is some kind of a joke. Are you telling me that you're really Josh's mom? I knew that his real parents had gotten a divorce and felt so bad for him, but I had no idea that his dad had married you. But don't you worry, though. I'll take perfectly good care of little Josh and make sure he gets all the love that he needs. I take it this is Laura, then? Well, I just wanted to say that I appreciate you coming over today. It was very lovely to meet you. I guess you were pretty surprised to find out that Josh's dad had remarried then. I'm surprised Josh didn't mention anything at all about having a stepmother. Well, it's not like I can really blame him at all for wanting to hide something like that from the world. I mean, I bet he was just so embarrassed to even have to introduce you as his mom. It must be so awkward to have to tell everyone that he is a stepmom. I really don't think that Josh is embarrassed because his dad remarried. And besides, just because we're not related by blood doesn't mean that I don't care a lot for him. Oh, of course not. I'm so sorry. I never meant to imply anything like that at all. I mean, I'm sure that you really believe that deep down. But whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. After all, Josh is going to be all mine soon, so you don't have to worry about keeping this up for much longer. Laura, I'm not sure if there's been some kind of miscommunication or something like that, but you should know that I really care about Josh. And just because we're not related, that doesn't mean that I don't still think of him as my son. Do you understand? I really would appreciate it if you just stopped talking as if I'm just holding on to him for someone to take him off my hands. Oh, come on. You don't really think that you can actually think of Josh as your son, do you? I mean, I know for a fact that you were divorced as well, weren't you? So I think we both know that you were just someone else's trash that another man felt bad enough for to take back home with him. Honestly, though, his dad was better off marrying someone younger than him this time. Laura, do you have any idea how terribly rude you're being right now? Where is all of this coming from? Oh, am I being rude? How do you figure that? I really didn't think I was being anything like that at all. Well, you're being rude and you're saying all kinds of terrible things. Now look, I am telling you that I think of Josh as my son and nothing is going to change that. I don't care if you don't like it, it's how things are around here. Oh man, you're even more delusional than I thought if you really actually believe that. But if you're really going to act like this, then maybe I should just call the wedding off. Hold on a second, you're telling me that you're going to call a wedding off all because your fiance's dad got remarried? Okay, fine. You're lucky that I'm kind enough that I wouldn't actually do that, but yes, obviously that's a huge deal, so don't act like it's not. It's going to be so embarrassing to have to explain that you're not even my husband's real mom. I'll just have to explain that my father-in-law made a mistake and for his second marriage ended up picking poorly with you. Laura, I'm really sorry, but I have no idea where you're getting any of your information from. What makes you think that you can talk to me like this? You've got some real nerve. Do you realize that? Okay, so you say that, but am I wrong? Was I off about anything? Because I don't see why you should be getting upset at me just for telling the truth. But I heard that your father is actually quite rich, isn't that right? So maybe there is some logic as to why Josh's father chose to marry you after all. Again, I really don't know where you're getting any of this information from at all. But you really have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, come on. Don't try and hide the truth from me. You don't have to go and do that. I mean, let's be real. It's obvious that you're really not all that good looking. You had to be picked up for a reason. So you think that after a woman has gone through her first divorce that the only reason a man would ever want to marry her would be for some ulterior motive? I mean, I didn't say that exactly, but if you want to put those words in my mouth, feel free to. But you really are the classic example of this happening. You know that you're nothing but another man's leftovers, so as a defense mechanism, you've latched yourself onto Josh to try and feel like you have a real purpose here. And now you're just mad because I'm pointing it out. Wow, just wow. And you're telling me that Josh really wants to marry a girl like you? Because I had no idea that he had such poor taste in women. You have to be one of the rudest people I have ever met. Well, I suppose he knew that it was best to marry someone young and pretty like me. But it's okay. I know the effect I have on other women. I know how jealous I make you. But at least Josh was smart enough to snatch me up when he had the chance. But I guess you would really have no idea about marrying as a pretty girl. Yeah, I guess not. You sure are right about that. Anyways, I thought I had heard all about you from Josh, but it's clear he neglected to tell me a few things. Well, anyways, I just wanted you to know that you did a great job taking care of this boy who wasn't even yours. And for that, you do actually have my thanks. But you should also know that after Josh and I get married, he's not going to need you in his life anymore, okay? Oh, really? Because somehow I can't actually see Josh saying that he won't need me in his life. But now that I know who he's getting involved with, I have some serious thinking to do.
Hey there, Rachel. I was just curious. What did you think of Josh's fiancée, Laura?
Well, my impression before meeting her was that she was this lovely, polite, kind person. But I think there are some things about her personality that didn't quite sit well with me when we actually met.
Yeah, I think I might know what you're talking about. I mean, she couldn't even hide the look on her face when she found out that you were Josh's stepmom. And I think it was after we had said that her attitude about things began to change.
I'll sure say so. She completely started looking down on me the moment she realized I wasn't Josh's biological mother. Not only that, but she even texted me after she had left our house for the day.
Oh, really? She did? I didn't know that. What kinds of things was she telling you?
She was just insulting me for having been divorced before and for not actually being related to Josh.
You mean to tell me that the woman our son is going to marry messaged you just to tell you those things? Wow, she really isn't the girl we thought she was at all.
Well, I am just sure that that's her showing me her real colors. I just don't know how Josh hasn't seen that yet.
Well, then what do you think we should do about this? I mean, this is the woman that Josh loves, so should we say anything about all this?
Part of me wants to think that this is all going to come out in the open on its own, but I would hate for Josh to regret his first marriage. And I would feel just awful if I saw him get that hurt over being lied to like this.
Rachel, you really are so thoughtful. Do you know that? I mean, I really couldn't ask for a better mother for Josh. You're sweet when you need to be. You know how to discipline him effectively. I'm sure that you've prepared him to go out and be his own man in this world.
Oh, Hank, what is this all of a sudden? You're going to make me blush talking like that.
But I'm being serious. I mean, just take his job. He was so unsure of himself at this position, but you encouraged him and egged him on, and now he's managing the whole place. He owes you a lot.
Well, we weren't even married back then. I was surprised that Josh felt comfortable enough to talk to me about that.
I know I was too, but that was the moment I knew that Josh needed someone like you in his life.
You do know that I also care deeply about Josh as well, right? He really does feel like my own son, and I would do anything for him.
Well, I think you've already done more than his real mom ever has for him. I can't think of anyone else more qualified to call themselves Josh's mother.
I am so happy that you think that, Hank. But I can think of one person who would say that I'm not.
Oh, right, Laura. I just really don't even know what we can do with someone like her. Of course, I don't want Josh to regret this either. But I'm just glad that Josh has had someone like you in his life. I'm sure he'll make the right decision for it.
Oh, Hank, are you forgetting that you're Josh's parent as well? If he's raised any kind of way, it's because of us both. I'm so happy that we've all found each other and are part of each other's lives now.
I agree with you there. I really don't think that I could have done any of this on my own without you there. So, I just want you to know how grateful I am for you.
Hank, you are a very sweet man, and I am so happy we're together, but we really do have more pressing matters to be talking about right now. We still have to figure out what we're going to do about Laura and how we might be able to show Josh the truth. Hey there, I just wanted to let you know that since I'm going to be marrying into the family, what's yours is going to become all mine, right? So anyways, that's why, while you were away on a trip, I decided to use the house. Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that you did all of this? You're the reason our house was trashed when we got back? There was trash all over the floor, the freezer was left open, and I was missing all of my purses and makeup. Are you really telling me that you were the one that did all of that? I mean, that sounds a little dramatic, the way you're putting it. All I did was borrow a key to the house. I figured you all wouldn't mind since you were away on your trip. So then you admit it. You admit that you broke into the house and made all this mess? I'm of half a mind to call the police, you know. Oh, please, don't make such a big deal out of this. It was only me who did it, so there's nothing to worry about at all. Of course there's plenty to worry about. We all thought that a burglar had broken into our house or something. And where did you put all my things that I can't find, huh? You can't just take my things without asking me. What are you talking about? I'm your daughter-in-law, aren't I? If you were kind enough to raise someone you weren't related to, like Josh, why can't you be kind to me? What in the world are you even talking about? Don't you realize that you've committed a crime by doing this? I don't care at all if you're my daughter-in-law. You really are such a pain, do you know that? Well, I just want you to know that your selfishness is not winning me over. And at this rate, I'm never ever going to really see you as my mom. I don't care at all about that. Do you have any idea where you stand right now? Just give me my things back right this second. Hey, Rachel, you do know that today is my wedding, don't you? So just what in the world do you think you're doing, huh? What are you talking about? I only went to go and speak with you a little bit and you threw a can of beer right at me. Well, I don't ever remember calling you over to speak to me in the first place, do you? Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean? I mean that you're nothing to this family after today. You're just a stepmother who is going to fall away into the background. It's high time that you realize you don't have a place here anymore. So you better not show your face around here again, or else I'll call the police and have them drag you out of here. Got it? Well, if that's the way you're going to act, then of course I'm not going to go into your wedding. Don't you worry about that. Oh, really? Well, wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. And here I thought I had a reason to worry about you. But the only people that are going to be allowed at the wedding are blood relatives. Oh, really? Is that so? I must have missed that memo on the invitation. Well, just as long as you realize where you stand in all of this now. I really don't care at all if you and Hank want to cut Josh and I off. I'll just tell everyone that I couldn't make things work with my no-good, cruel mother-in-law. It's obvious that this was your plan right from the very start, but whatever. Do what you will. Hey, what the heck is going on here? Why am I being told that we can't start the ceremony until you arrive? I don't get what you're so shocked about. Why are you even bothering to message me about this? Well, I mean, I don't get it. I was just told that the venue got a call from you telling them to cancel the whole wedding? What the heck is going on here? Well, it's just what you said. I canceled the whole wedding. Consider it payback for throwing that beer at me. But this doesn't make any sense at all. Why would the staff listen to you about this? This is my wedding. You shouldn't be able to cancel it. Well, I was the one who arranged for it all and paid for it, so... And you should also know that it was Josh who asked me to do all of that to begin with. I guess, now that you say that, Josh did say that you knew a lot more about throwing a wedding than he did, but I had no idea that he had left all the planning up to you. Yeah, well, he did. And I was involved in this wedding every step of the way. But I guess you really had no idea about that at all. So then you're telling me that you put this together and Hank had nothing to do with this at all? I don't get it. Why would he let someone like you arrange the whole wedding? You're nothing but a housewife and just another man's trash that Josh's dad picked up. Yeah, you really need to check your facts on that one. First of all, I married Josh's father for love. Second of all, I know that you think that Hank owns a business, but I'm the one that does that. Hank is just my assistant. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Of course it does, and I used my connections with the manager of the venue to get you a good deal. I really did have to pull some strings all to make this wedding come together, so it is such a shame to cancel it. But don't worry, you'll be getting the invoice for the whole thing in the mail soon. Wait, what? You're going to try and make me pay for all of this? How would that even work? Well, it's the policy of the venue that the person making the reservations has to be there at the time of the event. But since you threw your beer on me and kicked me out, the venue can't start the wedding. And everyone did see you do that to me. But, I mean, this is Josh's wedding. Are you really going to cancel it just over this? Actually, he just messaged me and agreed with what I was doing. He apologized for being so blind to the person that you really are. That can't be right. You mean that Josh is really breaking up with me? This can't be happening. I won't allow it. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the decision really isn't in your hands at all. And Josh is terribly upset with you. He's upset with me? He should be upset with his stepmother pulling the plug on his own wedding. Why is he even this upset about it? I already explained this to you, Laura. Just because we're not related by blood doesn't mean that we don't care very much about each other. I think of Josh as my son, and he thinks of me as his mom, and it's been that way for a long time now. But this doesn't make any sense. How could someone feel that way? Well, Josh's mom died when he was very, very young. I had already known Hank through my work, and I got to know Josh from a young age. So by the time his father and I got married, Josh and I were already very close. When his mom died, I had no intention of marrying Hank or becoming Josh's mother, but then life just sort of happened to push us together. I mean, you do know that Josh calls me Mom, don't you? Does he actually call you Mom? I guess that I just never noticed that. Well, after Hank and I got married, Hank's health worsened and eventually he couldn't run the company like he used to. He asked me to take over for him and he's been assisting me ever since. But I still don't get it. You're not even Josh's real mom. How could he be getting this upset just over what I did to you? You really aren't a strong reader at all, are you? I practically raised Josh from when he was a baby to the man who he is today. So I'm really not sure what you thought you were accomplishing with your little attack on me. All it served was to turn everyone who might have been your friend against you. So then, you're saying that this is all my fault and everyone thinks that I'm the bad guy in this? I don't even think it's a matter of thinking that. I think that's just the plain truth, if you ask me. You threw beer on your own future mother-in-law and tried to throw her out of your wedding. At this point, everyone probably just thinks you're only marrying Josh to try and get to his family's money. But you should know that I was never going to allow that to happen in the first place. Oh, and by the way, the house was installed with security cameras, and now I have the footage of you stealing all my things. I've already told the police, and they're on their way right now. So I'll be sure to make you pay for those as well. Have a nice life. After that, Laura changed her tune and begged me to come back to the wedding and call off the police. But by then, Josh had already come out to talk to her and explained to her that the wedding was off and would never be back on. Laura was also arrested for her theft of my things and for her assault on my person. In court, she was fined with the whole of the wedding, as well as the goods she stole, and had to take out a huge loan in order to repay all that she owed me. I heard that after that, she lost her job because of the scene that she made and the videos of her that circulated around the internet. She was so embarrassed by all the rumors being passed around by her coworkers that she couldn't stand to be in the company any longer. Now I hear that she lives in a tiny apartment that she had to move into after quitting her job. Unable to find any new work at the same pay, she was forced to take on multiple part-time jobs and live a life of poverty in order to pay back all of her debts accumulated from her bad behavior. Josh apologized to me and said that he truly had no idea what a horrible person Laura was. I said that was okay and that love sometimes makes us blind to the red flags that we would otherwise pick up on. Josh has been quite sad since his wedding fell apart. But I'm doing my best to be there for him and encourage him to never give up on love. I think him knowing that his father and I found each other in our adult years gave him some reassurance. Since then, things have mostly gone back to normal, and I've returned to managing Hank's business as I had been. Josh is next in line to take over the company, but he is still training to understand all the different departments and roles that he will have to supervise over when his time comes. I realize that to the outside eye, a family like what I have with Hank and Josh might seem a little unorthodox. But it doesn't change the reality of the feelings that we all have for each other. Family truly is what you make it, and I am glad that the three of us were strong enough not to let a woman like Laura get in the way of that. Love truly is strong enough to overcome any kind of adversity. The next time someone tries to tell me that I'm not really family with those who I know in my heart are, I already know it won't even faze me after the kinds of things I've had to deal with in this most recent episode involving Laura. I only hope that Laura herself can pull her life together and learn a valuable lesson about respect. Otherwise, she is going to have a hard time fixing her life and digging herself out of the hole that she's dug through all her bad behavior and annoying antics. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey, I have some important news to tell you. I'm going to be getting married, Ivory. You'll be able to make it to my wedding, right? Congrats, I should be able to make it to your wedding. I'll just have to let my boss know about it soon, and then I'll be able to take that time off. I'm assuming you're going to be getting married to Zachary then. He's the guy you've been going out with all this time, right? That's right. And the wedding will be taking place next month. So make sure to tell your boss tomorrow if you want to have that day off. Is that right? Oh, that's pretty soon, but thanks for letting me know that. Once again, congratulations. I hope everything goes well for you two. You don't have to hope for any of that because I'm 100% sure everything will be perfect for me and Zachary. Or are you expecting for something to go wrong and that I'm not going to be happy in the end? What are you talking about, Edith? I would never expect anything like that, so don't take what I just said to you in a bad way. I understand that, but for some reason what you just said to me sounded like some kind of fighting words. You happened to marry a really good man right off the bat, and you ended up finding yourself a really good company to work for. I'm not sure all of that is the case. I sure didn't get married right off the bat, considering I was 31 when I married, and you happen to be 30 right now, so you'll be married before I was. So if anything, you're the one getting married to a really good man right off the bat. Well, I suppose that's true. So then it's totally fine for me to say that I beat you and that I'm the winner here? When it comes to marriage, though, it's not some kind of competition between two people to see who can get married sooner. As long as you're happy with the man you plan to marry, then you could be in your 50s and it wouldn't matter. Now you're just starting to sound like a hypocrite. Why, no matter when it is or what it is, are you trying to act like I have some ill intentions towards you? I'm not trying to hurt you in any way, and I'm most definitely not trying to be a hypocrite. I wonder about that. Are you sure you're not wanting to pick on me right now because your husband is making less than the man I plan to marry? Huh? What does that even mean? Why would I ever want to pick on you for something like that? I don't even know how much your fiancé is making right now, nor do I even care to know. And you for sure shouldn't know how much my husband is making right now. I pretty much know everything about him already. He works for a large company that will never fail in the future. Oh, how lucky it is to be you, never having to worry about any financial troubles in the future either. What are you even trying to say right now? I thought this was just going to be a light and happy conversation about how you're getting married. But right now it seems like anything but, right? I'm happy. I don't want you thinking you are the only one that can be happy here. Right now it's looking like you're really trying to start something here. I never once said you couldn't be happy as well. Are you starting to feel worried now that you're getting close to a major turning point in your life? I think you're a bit tired or something, so I'm going to let you have some time to rest, okay? I'll text you later. Thank you for letting me know about you getting married and the wedding. See ya.
You're gonna be coming to our wedding, right, Avery?
Long time no see, Zachary. I definitely plan on being there next month. It happens to be the wedding of my very cute little sister, after all. By the way, actually, it seems that there is something going on with her right now. Has she been under a lot of stress recently about the marriage or something?
Well, of course, she's a bit stressed out. She's had a lot of planning for the wedding that she needs to focus on now. And when it comes to weddings, they cost quite the pretty penny. For the two of us, this has been a lot of stress, so it's no wonder she's been acting a little strange around you right now.
Well, I'm sure that's the case. You guys only have a month left till you get everything handled, right? Good luck with all of that.
There's another problem, though. Your sister does not have a lot in her savings right now. Nothing at all, really.
What?
I'm sure you're just as shocked to hear that as I was. I never thought I'd have to hear that from the woman who wants to get married so badly. Ivory, have you not been helping your sister out at all with money or anything? Or have you just been taking all that money from that massive company and using it all for yourself?
I wouldn't call what I've been doing using all that money for myself.
But you have been, right? You and your husband have been making way more than Edith and I will ever be able to make, and for the longest time now, you haven't been doing anything to help out your little sister, right? Do you really think that you're being a good older sister by doing that?
What are you going on about right now, Zachary? You think I should be giving her money? Why?
I'm talking about how you need to be giving her financial support. It's okay for family to help one another out financially, isn't it?
I'm not really sure where this is all going, okay? Both myself and Edith are adults now and have been living on our own for a long time. Why would I have to be helping her with money when she's been doing fine all on her own this whole time?
You should be helping her save up money because you're her family. That's your job. Edith has only been a temporary worker all this time, right?
Oh, is that right? Ever since she became an adult, she's not once asked me for any help. And I've never felt that she's needed my help with money ever after all these years of being family.
So, you're not holding responsibility for her then, and you still call yourself her older sister, huh?
I literally have no idea what you're talking about, Zachary. Has me never handing her any of my money been a problem for her? And why are you the one coming at me like this, blaming me for all her problems? Let me tell you right now that her relationship to me has nothing to do with you, and I'm sure you don't even know the half of it.
But you guys' relationship has a lot to do with me. A lot. I thought that Edith should have a lot more money than she really has.
What?
She was raised in a family full of money, and her older sister happens to have a lot of money too. Yet she barely has anything in her savings account, and is asking that we both split the costs evenly for this whole wedding. There's no way that's happening right now, okay? She doesn't even plan to wear a wedding dress there.
What are you talking about, Zachary? Is it really that big of a deal that she's asking you to pay for half the wedding? Actually, as the man, shouldn't you be willing to pay for more than her? You've said that you happen to make a lot of money with your job, so I just feel as though you should be paying for the wedding.
That is not the problem here. You have no clue what's going on, do you? And that's what's been causing all this harm to your sister.
So you're saying that I'm harming Edith now? Even though you were the one who was expecting there to be more than there actually is in her bank accounts. Is it really okay for you to be thinking that way right now? If it's becoming too difficult for you to deal with paying for half that wedding, then perhaps you and her shouldn't be getting married in the first place.
So, you really aren't aware of a thing. I'm just trying to say that you should be making a larger contribution to your little sister, that's all.
What? A large contribution?
I expect you to hand her a large amount of money to celebrate her wedding. It's only a month now before the wedding happens, and so you have until then to get your things in order. I would also like to support her if she continues to prepare everything for the wedding, but that money is the most important. There better be a lot in there. Show me just how much you care about being her older sister.
Zachary, for some reason it's feeling like you're threatening me to do all of that right now. I'm hoping that's just a misunderstanding on my end, right?
Oh, think of it however you'd like, Ivory. Now that I've mentioned everything I needed to, I'll be going. Please do your best here. A lot of things depend on it.
Edith, this is about you and that marriage. I'm sure you would never rethink getting married to Zachary, right? Huh? You're going on about all that again? The last time I had to bother with this, it was during that time you were being a little stingy jerk. How much more are you going to cause me problems here? Do you really not want me to be happy that badly? So that's how much things have changed. I really want you to be happy, Edith, and that's why I've started to feel something wrong with that relationship between you and Zachary. There's something not right about him, and if you've noticed that too, I think you should leave him. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? That's why you're so upset right now. There is nothing wrong with Zachary, and I am totally satisfied with him. Actually, I'm thankful to have him as my boyfriend because of everything he's opened my eyes to. He is the one person that seems to understand me and wants me to know that. Has he been talking to you about money? If you've been in a struggle because of money all this time, you should have said something to me about it. Would you stop talking to me like you know everything? It's pissing me off how much you feel like you're in the right here. Well, it's too late for you now because I'm not listening to a word you say, and I'm going to be even more happy because of that. So would you leave me alone now? I don't want to talk to you about these things anymore. But you better still be coming to the wedding. I am really looking forward to the present you'll have for me. So both Zachary and you are on the same page now? I was worried that he'd start to really rub off on you, but I guess I worried too much. Even now I feel uneasy about it, but you've already seemed to fall into his hands, so there's nothing more I can do for you. I'm looking forward to your wedding. Hey, Ivory, what the hell do you think you're doing? You really have no right doing this to your own little sister. What are you going on about? It's almost time for your wedding and you're this upset already? I think you have bigger things to worry about than texting me. A bride like you should be happy right now. The fact that you gave me 33 cents as a present is screwed up beyond belief. I'm cutting ties with you for this. I didn't think things would have to come to this, but I am done with you. What? 33 cents? Do you understand how I'm feeling right now? I just had a look in the card you gave me and there was only 33 cents. I just wanted to know how much you were giving me before the wedding started. And all there is in here is a quarter, a nickel, and 3 pennies. What the hell is wrong with you? Hold on a second. I can see you're really upset with me right now, but what do you mean there was only 33 cents in that card? This is just like Zachary was saying. You really are the worst bully of a sister ever. This is all you cared to give me, you wealthy butthole? I am your little sister, gosh dang it. You thought it was okay to treat me this badly on the day of my wedding? I have never wanted to treat you badly, Edith. And I never thought of myself as your bully either. Well, it's so messed up that you give me 33 cents as a present to help pay for my wedding. I'm not going to think of you as my sister anymore, so this is it. I'm cutting ties to you now, so get lost. I put $3,000 in that card for you, though. What? I put $3,000 in that card for you to help pay for the wedding. If that wasn't going to be enough for you, you could have just said so and I would have given you more money afterwards. But 33 cents? What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean? There's supposed to be 3,000 in this card? But there was never that much in here. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I made real sure that money was in there before handing the card to you. The wedding is going to start here soon, so I'll take a look and see what happened to that money for you. Just focus on enjoying your wedding today, please. You're lying, right? Zachary would actually do something like that? I'm sorry, but none of it is a lie regarding him. After looking through all the camera footage, he was seen clear as day on there. Camera footage? The security camera footage? That's right. This place made sure to put one in the reception office of this wedding hall in order to deter break-ins and things like this from happening. I went and asked to look at the footage of that camera since you were keeping all your gifts out there by the reception desk. So, there's even evidence of him doing it? So this was Zachary, and his family's doing, and there's no way one can doubt it now? I understand not wanting to believe your fiancé would do this, but this is all the truth. I'm pretty sure he had no clue that there was a camera in there, and his face can be seen so clearly since he never bothered hiding it any. The only choice I have now is to believe this. I'm disappointed. Also, before this all happened, I looked into Zachary a little bit more to get an understanding of him. It appears that his family has done a lot of bad things for money, and he's the same way. His reason for wanting to marry you is because he thought you had money, hence all of this. But I don't have any money! And when he found that out, he became a lot harsher with you, right? What I've seen in the footage as well is Zachary's older brother going and sitting at the reception desk. And when I came and handed the card to you, and then you handed it to him to put with your things, he pocketed the money that was inside the card. But it wasn't just his older brother that was involved today either, but his mom as well. They've all been using this wedding as a way of getting easy money. At least, that's what it seems like. I'm going to cancel this wedding. I feel really bad for you, but that is the best thing you can do at this point in time. I won't say anything else from now on about this, but the last thing I want to tell you is your family is all here for you. We'll help you if you really need it from us. You understand what I'm saying, right? I understand. I'm just in complete shock to have learned my fiancé and his whole family is like that. I'm sure it's hard to come to terms with. Now, you need to end all of this. End what that man's been doing to you, that monster.
Hey, my wedding's been canceled on me. All of this. It's all your fault, isn't it? I had planned all this out and it should have never failed.
So this was your plan? Well, I'm sorry to inform you that your plan is no longer going to come to fruition. Unless you have more to your plan than I thought. If that's the case, then I'm not sure what else you planned on happening. But the fact that you planned to use my little sister is total BS.
What the hell? I thought you didn't even care about your little sister. I was just wanting to get as much money from you and your family before the end of today, and after that I could cut ties to all of you. I was gonna make that all work with her because she was so easy to influence.
So that was your end goal, huh? That's why you were trying to get so much money from me and her wedding present? And you even went as far as to threaten me into doing that. Your character is even worse than garbage. It's a toxic mess.
That was the plan for me, but Edith was never any help to me. I was telling her over and over to go and steal money from you, but she never would. Did she even get a cent from you? I told her that we needed that money, but she never even took that seriously. Her uselessness has really caused me a lot of stress. We were supposed to get all this done with long before today.
I think you really underestimated my little sister then. She would never commit fraud like you thought, and thank goodness she didn't. No matter how often her and I may have fought when we were younger, and no matter how distant things may seem now, we are sisters, and she's a good person. I trust her.
Acting all high and mighty just because you have all that money, all you needed to do was shut up and give us that money.
You are never going to be allowed near Edith again, Zachary. And along with that, we are going to sue you for this.
Huh? Sue me?
Well, of course. Why are you so shocked by that? You and your family worked together to steal money from her wedding today. I'm going to let the police know this, and then they'll help us get you all in court.
Wait, please. You shouldn't do that.
Edith is already working on all of the paperwork with the police. We're not going to let you get away with what you've done. Now that we're done talking, get out of my sight.
Hold on a second. You don't have to get the police involved here. If you start talking to them and they tell my work, do you have any idea what'll happen to me? What did I do to deserve any of this?
I want you to think about what you've done until the day you understand. Bye-bye, you jerk. Don't ever bother my family again. Edith, I'm relieved to hear that everything went okay when talking to the police. I really hope you understand that you made the right choice by having that wedding canceled and getting as far away as you could from that screwed-up family. I'm sure you think I'm acting like a smart aleck right now talking to you about all of this, but I just really want you to have a better life than what you were in for with that guy. There are plenty of better people out there you deserve, and someday you'll find them. It's all right now. You don't have to bother with me any. What? What do you mean? I messed up this time. You happened to land yourself a good husband and a great job. I started to question what was wrong with myself and why I would never end up like you, and that made me very jealous. I began to freak out a little then and went out looking for a way to get married as quickly as possible. And that's how I ended up with a weirdo like Zachary. But I wanted to be married and continued being his girlfriend, his fiancée, and then almost his wife. However, after all of this, I finally get it. Acting like that will get me nowhere in life, and I just need to focus on living life like you do. Focusing more on yourself than anyone else. You're almost right. You should be more focused on your life than anyone else's, but you should also not become too selfish like Zachary is. If you ever have anything you want to ask me about, just say so, okay? I'm always going to be around to listen to you and give you my input. Had you never told me anything on my wedding day, I would have never suspected Zachary had done anything. The fact that you stuck with me while I was being rude to you in order to let me know that you had evidence of him stealing the money was very kind. I wouldn't have ever thought to check that camera footage, but you knew better. So, Ivory, I just want to say thank you for all of that. And not just for this time, but for everything. Thank you. You're going to make me shed a tear saying all that. I hope you know I was never doing all that to get a thank you from you. I was just doing what I had to do as an older sister. So, from now on, if you have anything going on like that, please let me know. Well, if it's all right with you... What? Do you want to go out for dinner sometime? Just the two of us. This is the first time you've ever invited me out for anything. I'm really happy about that. I hope that with what's happened, you and I can grow closer again. When I've had a look at my schedule and know what days I'm free for dinner, I'll let you know. See you later, Edith. I love you. In the end, due to the information that Edith had told the police about the wedding day, they showed up at both Zachary's house and his family's house to question them all. They were all later taken into custody and would have to appear in court for their crimes. Edith was able to get herself a good lawyer, and it ended up a court case with Zachary's family versus her. And of course, with all the evidence she had from the wedding, it was an easy win. The judge ended up having his family pay her a settlement of over $50,000 for both the cost of the canceled wedding and the trouble they had caused her. But this wouldn't be the end for that family, because the police had been after Zachary's parents for a while now following all the crimes they had committed. They ended up having some robberies under their belts, a few from banks and a few from ATMs, and also multiple accounts of them having committed fraud by claiming to be someone they were not in order to steal money. These all landed those two both in jail and left Zachary and his brother having to do a lot of community service. All of this was later relayed to Zachary's work, and that led to him getting what was coming for him. A call from his boss telling him he would be fired and to come into the office and gather all his things with a security guard. Edith and I were able to use this all as a way of becoming closer to one another, and now we're both going out to eat quite often together. I was even able to introduce her to my husband, and this has led us to a really good point in terms of becoming a close family again. As a result of everything that's happened, I think this was the best outcome. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
You know, when I heard you were the wife of the hospital director, I didn't know what to think. But I guess I was just picturing someone a bit younger. You're really, really old, though. I mean, when I think of the wife of some handsome, rich, smart doctor, an old woman like you is certainly not the first thing that comes to mind. But I guess a woman of your age really wouldn't mind if I just stole a man like Harry away from you, right? After all, a grandma like you probably doesn't even remember how to make the most of a man like that. But don't worry, I'll be more than happy to take him off your hands since he's clearly too much for you.
Excuse me? Just who in the world is this, and what are you talking about? How did you get my number, and how do you know about Harry?
How do I know about Harry, you ask? Well, the reason why I know Harry, the doctor that you're currently with, is because I am none other than his ex. Harry and I used to go out with each other when he was still at medical school, training to be the doctor that he is today. And when I heard that Harry had finally climbed all the way up the ranks to become a hospital director, I finally knew that I couldn't hold myself back any longer. I just had to reach out, and here we are now. That just about catches you up with everything that you need to know.
I see. So you and Harry used to go out when Harry was still at medical school, before he became the doctor that he is today. And when you heard that he had become the hospital director, you just felt like you had to reach out and contact me? That still doesn't explain why you even have my number in the first place, if you were only ever with Harry. So I'm going to ask you this one more time. Why do you have my cell phone number? And why are you contacting me about this?
Oh, I really don't think that you need to worry about that. Besides, an old woman like you probably wouldn't even understand any of the technical jargon anyways. But anyways, more important than how I got a hold of your cell number, I think I'd like to know more about you. I mean, what kind of person are you anyways? And what makes you think that you're good enough to be with the director of a hospital? I just want to know so that I can judge if you're really good enough to be with someone like Harry is all. So go ahead, tell me a little about yourself.
Hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You're not going to tell me how you got my phone number? Instead, you are going to take it upon yourself to try and find out enough details about my life so that you can judge if you think that I'm good enough to be with a hospital director? I'm sorry, but why in the world would I subject myself to something like that when I don't even know who you are or what you look like? I am not about to tell you my life story just because you come out of the blue acting as if I owe it to you or something like that.
Oh, come on. Are you really not going to tell me? That's not fair. I mean, what is there even to hide? Do you really think you're that special? You do know that I'm Harry's ex-girlfriend, don't you? Anything that you know about him, I probably know 10 times more. After all, him and I were very, very close when we were going out. You're just the girl that he married after dating me, so I just want to know what he thought so special about you, and why you think that you're good enough to be dating a man like him. Now hurry up and answer my questions.
So basically, you contacted me out of the blue because your ego couldn't stand the fact that Harry had moved on from his college crush. Do I have that right? I don't have any interest at all in playing this little game with you. I'm not in the mood to compete with someone like you, and I don't care about who Harry was with before me.
You really are such a bad actor, do you know that? I mean, do you think I don't know that you're saying all this because you know that you wouldn't be able to hold a candle next to me? You really don't deserve to be the wife of a hospital director after all, do you? Someone of that status deserves someone much stronger and able to keep themselves composed under pressure. And that someone clearly isn't you at all.
You can go ahead and say whatever it is that you like about it. It isn't going to change how I feel about any of this at all. Now, is that the only reason why you chose to reach out like this? Is there no other reason why you want to talk to me? Because if not, then I think we can end our conversation here.
You really are such a little faker, do you know that? I wonder if you even realize how fake you're actually being right now. One of Harry's exes shows up like this to reach out and catch up and make sure Harry is doing okay, and you act as if you've just seen a ghost or something. Did you know that I'm actually 5 years younger than Harry? You look like you'd be his grandma or something. You must just be scared because you realize that you'll never be able to compete against someone like me.
Vicky, I've already told you this once, but you can say all that you'd like to me. It still isn't going to change anything, and the sooner you understand that, the better. Now I'm going to ask you one more time. Is there anything else that you have to say to me, or are you and I done here?
Man, you really are totally pathetic. It really is just sad. I mean, to think that you're a grandma acting like this. But whatever, I guess I'll just come out and tell you straight up. I am going to be taking Harry back for myself.
Excuse me? And just what do you mean by that? You really think that you're going to just take Harry back from me, is that it? What would even be the point of that? Do you have any idea about what you're talking about right now?
I don't need to hear it from you. You must have thought that when you married Harry, the hospital director, that you were going to have your life made for you, huh? Well, those days are over for you. You don't deserve to have that kind of life. But I do, and I'm going to do all I can to take back what's rightfully mine. I should have been with Harry, not you, and now I'm going to make things right. I'm going to have my dream life with my dream husband and never ever have to work a single day in my life. So, what do you think about that?
Literally, what are you even talking about? Are you threatening me? Is that what this is? Because if you think you're going to get away with this, I am not afraid at all to go to the police to get them involved if it means keeping you away from me.
Oh no, not the police. Whatever will I do? I wonder whose side the police is going to take. Some bitter old grandma, or a sweet, young, innocent girl like me. Anyways, you've been warned, and I just want you to know that I always get what I want, and I won't let you stand in my way. Old woman or not, I'll bulldoze you over and bury you.
Okay, now that really does sound like a threat. Look, just please don't do anything to me or the hospital, okay? I really don't think that you realize what you're getting into at all, and you would save everyone a bunch of hurt and misery if you just forgot all about this.
Wow, you really must be having fun trying to play the strong, loyal wife, aren't you? But why bother? It's just us here. You don't have to act this way around me. Besides, like I said, your days with Harry are numbered. I was always his favorite girl. I know I've always been on his mind, and I'm going to prove it to you.
I really just don't get what you're even trying to do, though. And that's why I think you really don't know what you're talking about at all. So can you please just stop with all these ridiculous messages and threats and promises? Hello? Are you even reading this anymore? I really am asking you to please stop all of this before you cause some serious trouble, okay?
Hey there, Sandra. I was just wondering how your day went. How have you been and all that? I know it's getting late, and you're probably starting to feel lonely all by yourself at the house. But I just want you to know that whatever you need, I'll be there for you. Anything you want at all, I'll always be there by your side.
Oh, Harry. I'm okay. Just please don't worry about me, okay? You know that we've been over this before, but you really don't need to worry about me or even contact me anymore, okay? Just please leave me alone.
Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend like you don't like hearing from me. I'm just telling you that you'll always be able to count on me is all. I mean, I would think that you'd have gotten over your ex-husband already. I get that you might be nervous about reaching out and asking for help from those around you. But I want you to know that I'll always be here for you, and there's nothing to worry about at all. That's why I keep messaging you and reaching out.
Please don't talk about my husband. I know that I've asked you not to mention him to me many times now. Besides, I'm on my own now, and I'd like it to stay that way for a while. So please don't worry about me. Don't contact me. Don't presume about my mental health. Just please leave me alone.
Hey, I know that you're fine. Of course you are. But I'm just here to let you know that you can be fine and still ask others for help. You know that I'll always be there for you no matter what, right? You have to know that you always have a friend in me, and nothing is ever going to change that.
Please, just stop it already. How many times are you going to make me repeat myself? I know that you and my husband went to school together, and that you two might have been close friends in medical school. But I wasn't a part of that time of either of your lives, and I don't have anything to do with it now. So please, just stop trying to act like you and I have a reason to keep talking to each other.
So what if I haven't known you as long as Harry? I know that you really don't have anyone else that you can turn to for help, right? It's so clear to see that you're always putting on a smile for the people around you. But I can see right through that mask. And you know what I see underneath it? A woman who's been hurt but has the strength to move on if she can just reach her hand out.
I'm sorry, Harry, but if you think that's the kind of woman that I am, then you really don't know anything about me at all. Besides, when was the last time that we've even seen each other? I haven't seen you in forever.
I remember the last time that I went to go and see you. I brought you back a souvenir from one of my trips. Just the way I have every single time I'd taken another trip before then. You always tried to be so polite and say that I didn't have to go and do that. But you know that part of the reason why I insisted on doing it was because it meant that I would have another excuse to go and see you, right? And what about you? What have you been up to? Don't tell me that you've been avoiding me. I've gone over a couple times since the last time, and no one has answered the door. Did I do something to upset you? Because if I did, then you have to let me know. I don't think I'd be able to live with myself if I did as a man. So, please, tell me if you're upset with me for some reason.
Harry, please just stop this already. I mean it. Stop following me, stop watching me, stop stalking me. What part of that don't you get? I'm telling you that you're upsetting me, but you're not listening.
It's okay. I guess you just haven't noticed how good I could really be for you. But it's okay. You will one day, and I'll be here waiting for that day to come. And when it does, I'll be right here, ready to protect you and provide for you however you need me to.
The only thing I want you to do for me is to stop messaging me like this and pretending like you know everything or anything about me. You don't, and whenever you say things like this, it does nothing but creep me out. Do you understand?
Oh, okay. I think it's finally starting to click for me now. Basically, what you're really saying is that you're too shy to come to me when you're ready. Well, that's just fine. I know that these emotions can be difficult, but don't you worry about it. I am a complete gentleman, and I'll be there however you need me.
I might buy that you were a gentleman if you meant in the context of being totally out of the times and a pig-headed chauvinist. I am telling you my emotions. I am being open with you, and what I am telling you is to leave me alone. Just stop all of this.
I don't get it. I don't understand. You want me to stop telling you how much I care for you? You don't think I could ever really do that, do you? I mean, it's just texts. It's not like I'm doing anything real. And who cares if I want to be there for you to protect you and provide for you? Isn't that my choice to make? You don't have to be embarrassed to have someone who wants to be there for you so badly. So, please, let's just stop this game of cat and mouse and be honest with each other.
I really don't know how else to make this any more clear for you, Harry. I do not like you, and I don't want you to protect or provide for me. I don't even like the thought of you looking at me. In fact, I don't want anyone watching me as closely as you do, and I hate the feeling it gives me. So can you please just leave me alone?
But I just can't wrap my head around it. Are you not understanding what I'm trying to tell you? I want you to think of me as you would your late husband. I mean, we even have the same name. I thought that would make you want to be with me even more. Doesn't my name just make you feel safe and fill you with the emotion of being home and part of a family?
Please, just stop this already. Why won't you stop? Why don't you listen to what I've been trying to tell you this whole time? You might have the same first name as my husband. You somehow even have his last name too. But you aren't him, and you'll never be him. See you with his name, it doesn't make me want you. It doesn't make me want to see you in a good light. It just makes me miss my Harry, and that's it.
But I'm telling you that you can just think of me as your Harry. Don't you get that? Why isn't that clicking for you? I've been telling you this whole time that I'll happily be your new husband. Don't you get it? Your husband is dead. He died and left you behind, and there's just one man on this earth who cares about you as much, if not more than Harry did, and that's me.
Just stop it. Please stop talking about my husband like that. You have no idea what you're talking about at all. I know for a fact that my husband is watching me from up in heaven right now. And that's enough for me. That's the only way I want a husband right now. I don't need anyone in this world because I've always had my Harry looking out for me. So you can take your offer to try and replace my husband, which, by the way, is a horribly offensive thing to say, and shove it.
I guess I really just am not explaining myself right. How about this? Now that you're living on your own, you must be really worried about who is going to take care of you because you're a woman, right? I'm trying to say that I want to be the person who takes care of you. Do you understand? I'm saying that I want to help. Why don't you get that?
I get that they're perfectly fine, and I'm telling you that I don't need or want your help. You're the one who doesn't seem to understand what I'm telling you.
Well, you should know that it hurts me when you say things like that. But who am I kidding? I still like you too much to be pushed away. Besides, don't tell me you don't want a guy as handsome as I am, right?
Excuse me? Are you serious? You know, if you really have such a high opinion of yourself, then why don't you just go and be with another woman, huh?
Oh, don't worry about that. I am seeing other women. Plenty of them at that. But you're still the one I want. I've never had a woman turn me down as much as you have, and it makes me just want you all the more. Do you get it?
I don't get it at all. And if you're really going to put your desires over my own expressed feelings telling you to leave me alone, then it sounds like you need medical help.
Actually, if you really want to know, I'm with another woman in bed right now. Not only that, but I'm with an ex of mine who I actually really used to like. And I thought I might have been able to really like her until the day that I met you.
Why in the world do you think that I would want to know any of that at all? Not that it concerns me, so please just keep that kind of stuff to yourself.
Oh man, but you have no idea the kind of night I had last night. I met up with this ex of mine for the first time in a long time and, well, let's just say I don't think the neighbors were very fond of us the next day. Now, I know that you're no spring chicken anymore, but I just want to assure you that I will rock your world if you'll have me. I can be gentle too. Don't worry.
I literally think that I'm going to be sick. How dare you even send me those kind of texts in the same conversation where you're proposing to replace my husband?
Oh, come on. Gotta be a little jealous, right? I mean, can you really stand the thought of me being with another woman when you could have me right away?
I really don't care at all who you're with as long as it's not me. Now, I am very busy and very upset by this whole conversation, so please just leave me alone. Hey there, Sandra. I've got some big news. It's finally the big day. Ugh. I was wondering when I was going to hear from you again. What is it this time? What do you want? Because unless it's an emergency, I really don't have time to be dealing with you. In fact, I'm of half a mind to block your number right now. Oh, I don't know if you'd want to do that. Then you missed the big news that I have for you. My big news is that I stole your husband from you. What in the world are you even talking about right now? I'm talking about the fact that your husband got me pregnant. That means he'll have to leave you, and I'll be the wife of the hospital director now. Sorry, my husband got you pregnant? I'm still not following. I would have thought that a lady as old as you would know how kids are made. After all, it's the whole reason I'm messaging you now. Yeah, no, I get that. I just really don't think that my husband would do that at all. Well, it really shows what you know. I bet you're just in absolute shock right now. You don't even know what to say. No, I mean, like, literally. It is physically impossible for my husband to have gotten you pregnant because he died 3 years ago. Wait, what? What do you mean your husband died 3 years ago? Is that a euphemism or something? No, it's nothing like that. Just a very, very sad story, really. Harry had finished his night shift at the hospital and was driving back home to me. He was on the highway when a drunk driver behind the whole of a large truck slammed into him and drove him into the wall, killing him. Wait, what? No, that can't be right at all. Ugh, what is even your deal? Why would you say something like that? I am trying to share with you my big happy news, and you have to go and lie about something like that? What is the matter with you? I'm not lying about anything at all. I'll have you know, I was asked to identify the body, and I have my husband's remains in an urn in my home. I really don't like to talk about this topic, though, so if you could be understanding and just accept this. But this still doesn't make any sense. I mean, if your husband is dead, then who is the man that I've been seeing? Who is the man that I slept with? Yeah, those like some questions you might want to try working on yourself. But all I know is that it wasn't my husband, and this has nothing to do with me at all. But then, I don't get it. What's all this about? None of this makes any sense at all. Let me try and take a stab at what happened. You are a lady with a penchant for stealing rich husbands from their wives. You met a man with the same name as my husband, even though my real husband has been dead for years, and mistook him as such. Then you let him get you pregnant because you thought that that would be what it took for you to break apart my marriage. Is that about right? I don't know what to say. I've been tricked. How did this happen? But whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm pregnant now, and this man, whoever he is, can't run away and his money will all be mine. Yeah, I really don't think that you should be so overconfident about that either. I mean, how did you two even meet to begin with? Who cares how we met when this man has done nothing to make me suspicious at all? He told me that he comes from a very rich family. Besides, I already told you that I met Harry when he was still a student at medical school. You know all this, and you know that I told you I was doing to take him back. I thought that he had married you and become the head of the hospital, though. Right. You're with someone who happens to have the same first and last name as my late husband. How can that be, though? How can there be two Harry Smiths who became doctors at the same time? Well, for one, it's just a very common name. But it is true that my husband, Harry Smith, used to tell me about an old classmate of his who had the exact same name. So then you're telling me that there are really two Harry Smiths? There's the guy that I'm with, and then there's your late husband? It sure seems to be the case, doesn't it? But you should also know that your Harry has been a stalker of mine ever since my Harry passed on. I've tried everything to get rid of him, but it seems like you've done it for me now. Wait, what? What do you mean that I've done it for you? What's going to happen now? I don't really know. And since it's business between you and your Harry, I also don't really care, to be honest. You thought you were with my husband, but you're not. You're with no one that concerns me at all. Though, you should know that it was my husband who became the hospital director. Last I heard, your Harry was unemployed. Actually, now that you mention it, Harry was unemployed when we were dating too. I can't believe that I really mixed up your husband and my ex-boyfriend. What are the odds of something like this happening? Honestly, probably not that you're an idiot who remembers what their boyfriend looked like. I mean, did you even bother going online to make sure that your Harry was who he said he was? Or did you really think there could only have been one Harry Smith in the world, and that it must have been your ex-boyfriend? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking now. But it really doesn't matter, does it? Besides, my Harry told me that he was your husband. Well, he's a liar, I'm sorry to say, but it comes with the territory of being a stalker. I don't have an ounce of feeling for that man at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I just told you he gives me the creeps, and I hate it whenever he tries to reach out to me. And yet, no matter how many times I turn him down, he doesn't seem to get the message. But then, why would he even want to be with me if he's obsessed with you? He actually told me that he thought getting together with another woman would make me jealous. So I guess that he just used you. And that's gotta hurt, huh? So then, I was nothing but a pawn in a game for a guy who I wouldn't have even wanted to get together with in the first place? Yeah, and now you're pregnant with this kid too. It sounds to me like you've really gotten yourself into quite the pickle there. But as long as you being pregnant with this creep's kids means that I never have to deal with either of you, that works just fine for me. So good luck to the both of you. It sounds like you deserve each other more than you think. After that, Vicky continued to harass me, begging for help and asking what she could do to try and get rid of Harry. I told her that it wasn't any of my business what the two of them did with their lives now, and I blocked her number. Meanwhile, I had been working slowly to compile evidence that Harry had been stalking me. I had finally convinced some neighbors to testify about seeing him around my house. I also used Vicky's messages as evidence and was able to get restraining orders placed against both Harry and Vicky. They did nothing but cause me harm and annoy me. I knew that Harry would never leave me alone by himself, but now that he's taken care of, I really do feel like a weight has been taken off of my shoulders. And the best part is that I really didn't even have to lift a finger for all these problems to solve themselves. I didn't ask for any of these problems either though, so I suppose it's only fair to me. I know that Harry is still looking down on me. Maybe it was him who pushed the pieces just where they needed to be for things to turn out like this with Vicky and Harry. I just hope that he had a good laugh while doing it, because I know we're going to be laughing about it when I finally do see him. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey there, Natasha. Do you have a little time to talk? I have some huge news that I just have to share with you.
Oh, hey, Mom. Yeah, I guess I have some time right now. What's up? What's this big news you have?
Well, it's actually about Liz's wedding.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, Liz is going to have her wedding around the same time as I'm going to have mine, and, well, it's a bit weird for sure.
Yeah, I heard that you two were having it on the same day. Except I also heard that your sister is going to want to go all out for hers.
That is what she's always saying about her wedding. But I don't really mind at all. It's her big day after all.
I know, but with that going on, I think our budget is going to get just a bit tighter than we thought, and, well, I was wondering if we couldn't ask to borrow some money for your sister's wedding?
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Mom, but I definitely don't have that kind of money to give to Liz for the wedding she wants.
Oh, come on, don't lie to me. I know that you've told me about how much money you've saved up. You're loaded.
Yes, I have been saving up money, but that has been for my own wedding. So, I'm sorry, but I won't be lending you any of it. Besides, this is the money that I've been saving up with my fiancé, so he has a say in this too.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. What if you just cancel your wedding and then you can give me everything?
Mom, what are you talking about? You don't actually think that I would do that, would you?
This is for your sake too, though. Can't you see that? I mean, do you really think anyone is going to want to attend a wedding where the bride is as ugly as you?
What is the matter with you? How could you say that about your own daughter? Don't you know that hurts my feelings? I know that I'm not as pretty as Liz, but that doesn't mean that I can't have a wedding and be happy too.
Don't you dare talk back to me, you little brat. You really need to learn some respect. I am telling you that you need to cancel this wedding before it becomes a laughingstock for everyone there. And then you can give me all the money you saved up for it and spend it on your sister instead.
And I am telling you that's not going to happen. Why should I have to give up my dream of getting married for Liz? What you're asking of me just isn't fair at all.
So you're really not going to lend me the money that I'm asking for then? Is that what you're telling me?
That's right. I won't be putting even a cent towards my sister's wedding unless it's a wedding gift.
And just what do you think that your poor sister is going to think of that when she hears what you've said?
Actually, Mom, unlike you, Liz lives in the real world, and I don't think she's going to be too upset about this. In fact, I really can't see her being that way in the slightest, so there.
We'll just see about that. But you haven't heard the last of this, Natasha. Natasha, thank you so much. You really are such a good sister. And Liz was just so pleased when she heard the good news.
Sorry, what are you talking about? Because I don't remember doing anything for Liz lately.
Oh, you mean that you've already forgotten about the money you gave to your sister for her wedding?
The only thing I remember with that is telling you that I wouldn't be giving her any money at all.
I know you said that, but I told you that we would really need it, so that's why I just borrowed your debit card for a little bit.
Mom, I seriously have no idea what you're talking about in the slightest.
You mean you still really don't get it? Oh man, you're slow. Why don't you log into your bank account and check your balance? Have you really not realized that you've been cleaned out?
That can't be right. There's no way you emptied out my bank account. I had $40,000 in there.
That's right. Now all 40,000 of those dollars are going to go towards giving your sister the best wedding ever.
Wait, you're right. The money really is gone. I don't believe this. Are you really telling me that you stole my debit card and moved out all of my money?
Stole is such a mean word. I just borrowed the card and then put it back where I found it. Is that really so bad?
You also moved all the money I had in there out, and now I have nothing. That's stealing. I can't believe that you do this to me, Mom. But you better give me my money back right now.
But don't you want to hear about how happy Liz was when I told her that we'd finally figured out the budgeting problems for her wedding? You don't want me to go back and tell her that we're back to square one again on that, do you?
Mom, you stole my money. That was not yours to use however you wanted to. And are you really trying to tell me that Liz has accepted my money without any issue at all?
Well, of course I didn't go and tell your sister where I had gotten the money from. I just told her that I solved the budget issue and that money wasn't a problem anymore. But I haven't told anyone that I've done this at all, so make sure to keep it our little secret, okay?
You mean that you're lying to the whole family about this? You really are terrible, do you know that?
I'm lying to my family for the good of my family, don't you see that? And now that you don't have a penny left to your name, I suggest you give up on having your little wedding. It's not like anyone would have wanted to go to it anyways.
You're not going to get away with this, Mom. I'll tell you that right now.
But I already have, and now your sister is going to have the most amazing wedding. And I have to go out and look for a dress to wear as well. Oh, and I'll have to get nails and hair done, too. Natasha, would you be a dear and lend me some money so that I can go and get my makeup done on the day of the wedding?
Did you seriously just ask me for even more money? I don't even have a cent to give you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that I took all your money and put it towards your sister's wedding.
Hey there, Liz. I was wondering if I couldn't ask you a few questions about your wedding.
Oh, hey there, Natasha. I was actually just thinking of reaching out to you to talk about that exact thing.
Oh, really? Well, are things all on schedule for the wedding? Everything on track for the big day?
Well, that's the thing. At first, we were really over budget and worried about what we were going to do, but then Mom somehow found a bunch of money and said we didn't have to worry about the budget anymore. She said that we'd have more than enough to make sure that every little detail of my wedding was perfect. I really am so happy that Mom worked so hard to put that last bit of money together. It was a huge help.
I see. So then, have you already spent all that money that Mom came to you with?
Yeah, pretty much. The bridal company was waiting for the payment to give to the venue and caterers and stuff like that. Mom said we were over budget, but it was pretty close by the end of it all.
Oh, I see. So then, all the money is already gone?
But I also wanted you to know that I took a lot of the advice you had to give me on wedding ideas. So I just want you to know that this wedding wouldn't have been possible without you either.
Well, I guess that I'm glad I was able to contribute something. But your wedding is going to be a pretty big deal, don't you think? I thought that you hated big events like that.
Yeah, you know that a big thing like this really isn't my style, but Mom said that she was going to pay for everything and told me not to worry about the scale.
Oh, did she now? I should have guessed it would be something like that.
Yeah, but I just want you to know that I've been thinking about your wedding a lot recently. I mean, I hope preparations are going well for you too. I'm actually so happy that I get to be getting married around the same time as my sister.
Yeah, well, things are going, I guess.
So then everything's on track for you as well? Your wedding plans are going smoothly?
Well, I think that we're actually not going to be able to have the wedding, as it were.
Hold on for a second. What do you mean you're not going to be able to have a wedding? You said that you've been saving up for this for so long.
I know, and that's actually kind of what I wanted to talk to you about right now.
Did something happen? Is everything okay? Please, I have to know why you're canceling your own wedding.
Well, okay. I know it's going to be hard to accept, but you have to believe that I'm telling the truth. Mom, why would you do this? I still just don't get it.
Ugh, I seriously don't have time to deal with you right now, Natasha. I am so really busy trying to get everything ready for your sister's wedding.
But I just want an answer. What made you think that you had the right to use up all my hard-earned money like that? Don't you know how hard I worked and how long I was saving up to get there?
Well, of course I know how hard you worked to save up that money. And now I'm just making sure that it all gets put to good use. I mean, you didn't actually think that anyone was really interested in being at your wedding, did you?
Why do you keep saying that? What about me makes you think that people would want to help me celebrate?
Well, have you looked into a mirror recently? Just who would want to help someone like you enjoy a wedding?
I really don't think that anyone cares at all about how the bride and groom look at a wedding. It's just about the love that they have for one another.
It just shows how little you know about the real world. Don't you know that our family and friends are all going to be there? So if we're going to gather all these people for an event, it better be one that's actually worth going to.
And you're saying that Liz's wedding is worth going to, but mine isn't? Is that why you did this?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Don't you get it yet? You're an embarrassment for the family. You're nothing compared to your beautiful sister. And just who even is this man you were supposed to marry? He's just some run-of-the-mill average Joe, isn't he? You're both just a couple of nobodies.
Do not talk about my fiancé that way, Mom. I love him, and that should be enough. Why do you have to be so judgmental?
Well, how can I not be? Look at your sister's fiancé. He has a good job, went to a good school. He's just all around better than yours.
Neither of our fiancés are better or worse. They're just different people, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Of course you would think that. Ever since you were little, you've just been jealous of how better your older sister has always been. She was blessed with brains and beauty, and you've never ever been able to compare to her. Sometimes I wonder why I had to have you after such a perfect first child.
I can't believe that you'd say that about us. You're my mom, and you're saying you regret having me?
That's right, and I'm not going to apologize for telling the truth.
You know, ever since I was little, I always was scared that that was the case. And I guess now you've gone and confirmed it for me. So I guess all I have to say now is thank you. Now I know exactly how you feel and can act accordingly. Hey, Mom. I just want to let you know that my fiancé and I have a date for our wedding.
Wait, what? What do you mean? How in the world are you going to have a wedding after I took all your money for your sister's wedding?
Well, I asked around for help from family and friends and got enough money together to keep out plans. Of course, there were a lot of things we had to downsize on, but I'd be more than happy to give you the date now.
Yes, please do that. That way I can schedule in having a cold on that day and I can miss it.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
What do you think it means? It means that I don't want to go to your lame wedding, and I can't think of anyone else who would.
Well, like I said, the only reason we've had to downsize the wedding is because you stole my money from me. But feel free to pay me back anytime, and I'll put it all towards my wedding like I had always intended.
I should have expected something like this from you. But I am going to tell everyone that they shouldn't go to your wedding.
I don't get it, Mom. Why do you always have to be like this? What's the matter with you?
Do you have any idea the amount of work that I've put into your sister's wedding? Why do you want to waste people's time with your sad excuse for one, too? It's just going to be a waste of time, effort, and money.
I still don't get it, Mom. Why are you talking to me like this? I mean, aren't I your daughter, too?
You already know how I feel about you. As far as I'm concerned, I only have one daughter, and that's Liz. But maybe this is a good chance for us to finally ask you this. We should use this as a chance to never ever see each other again, so please just pack your bags and move out.
You mean that you're just going to disown me? Just like that?
That's right, but you're not actually upset about it, are you? I mean, you're going to go and start your own new family. Besides, there's no place for a spoiled brat like you here with us.
Okay, fine then. If that's how you're going to be, then fine. I'll move out and I never want to see you again.
Good, and good riddance. This is probably going to be the only thing you've done that has made me happy. Natasha, are you there? Do you have any idea where your sister and father are right now?
What's this? And here I thought that you and I were never going to talk to each other again.
I don't have time to play games with you, and I wouldn't even be texting you if it weren't an emergency. I woke up this morning and neither of them were in the house. They're not answering my calls or texts either.
I see. And so that's why you're reaching out to me about this?
That's right, although I doubt that you have the answer either.
Oh, you're wrong about that. I know exactly where Liz and Dad are, actually.
Hold on a second, do you know where they are? Well, where are they? Tell me right now.
They're at my wedding venue, if you must know.
So then you're having your wedding right now, is that right?
No, the wedding is still just a little ways off, but we are all here at the venue.
Okay then. Why are they there with you at your wedding venue if it isn't even your wedding today?
Well, that would probably be because it's Liz's wedding today.
What in the world are you talking about? Your sister isn't going to be getting married until next week.
Oh, is that what she told you? I don't think she was being completely honest with you. She probably just didn't want you here. And that's why she told you the wrong date and time for the wedding, so you wouldn't be here.
Excuse me? You really just have no idea at all about what you're talking about, do you? Do you really think that your sister doesn't want me to be here at her wedding? That can't be right. It's impossible. You're lying.
I'm not lying. If you really want to know what happened, I told Liz about all the horrible things you've been saying to me. And I told her all about the money you stole, too. Well, she was so upset about it that she didn't want to see you again.
But why would you do this? Why would you ruin your sister's mood about her wedding like that? If Liz stays mad at me for this, then it's all your fault. You realize that, right?
I really don't see how this is anything but your fault, since you were the one who treated me poorly. It's not like I've been said a single lie to Liz about this.
Well, I wasn't asking you to lie to her, but you didn't have to go and tell her the whole truth either. And now, thanks to you, I'm missing my own daughter's wedding.
Yeah, well, like I said, you have that coming all on your own. Don't blame me for what is obviously all your fault.
Ugh, whatever. At least I know the wedding is happening now, so I'm going to head over there right now. It's a good thing I already have my dress for the big day.
I really don't think that you'd make it on time for the wedding, even if you left now.
What the heck is going on here? I don't get it.
Well, the wedding is about to start, And even if you left from the house right now, it would still be a 2-hour drive. By the time you arrive, the whole thing would be wrapping up, get it?
But 2 hours? I'll never be able to make it to the wedding on time.
That is literally what I just said, Mom.
But how could this be? Surely people are noticing that I'm not there. Aren't our friends and family saying anything? Don't you know how much work I put into making this wedding happen? Surely your sister realizes how unfair she's being right now.
You think that this is being unfair? You think that you put in work? You just stole all my money to pay for this.
Shut up! I didn't steal your money or anything like that. As your parents, I made a financial decision for you that benefited the family.
It didn't benefit the family. It quite literally was all for one person. And when I told Liz what you did, that was when she got really upset.
That can't be it, though. There's no way she'd be that mad at me. You must have told her some kind of horrible lie to try and turn her against me, didn't you?
I've already told you, Mom. I haven't told my sister a single lie about anything that's happened.
But if she didn't want me at her wedding, then you must have told her something wrong. Because otherwise, she would never do this. I know that she trusts me more than she does you.
Are you really sure about that? You might want to try talking to Liz herself about that one.
Well, I can't, because by the time I arrive at the venue, everyone is already going to be gone. Elizabeth, sweetie, are you there? Do you have a moment to talk to your dear old mom? Mom, my wedding is about to start and I don't want you getting in the way of it, okay? Wait, no! Please, just read what I have to say, I'm begging you. We have to try and talk this out. You have to know that Natasha is lying to you. What are you saying? Do you really think I'm going to buy that now? You have to believe me. She's just trying to come in between you and I and tear us apart. She's trying to throw you out of the house. I'm sorry, Mom, but I just don't trust you. I can't trust you. You're a liar. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. You've been tricked, I promise. Okay, so you're telling me that Natasha was lying to me when she told me you called her ugly and said you didn't consider her a daughter? Was that a lie? Of course that's all a lie. Do you really think that I could ever talk to one of my daughters like that? Well, then how do you explain the text that Natasha showed me of you saying those things? I didn't do it. I don't know how technology works, but your sister must have manipulated my messages somehow. Does that mean that you really were going to go to Natasha's wedding as well? Of course I was going to go to her wedding too. Do you really think that I would go to one of your weddings but not the other? Okay then, do you know when her wedding is supposed to be? Surely you have it in your calendar if you're planning to be there. Oh, yes, I do have it written down, but I just don't have my calendar on me right now and I can't remember. You really forgot your own daughter's wedding date? Well, do you remember coming to me with $40,000 to spend on the wedding? Yes, I worked so hard to get that money together for you so that you could have your perfect wedding. You know I did that for you, don't you? Did you really? Because Natasha tells me that you just robbed her of her wedding money she'd been working so hard to save for. She said that you stole her debit card and moved around the money all without her knowing. Did you really think that that was going to make me happy? No, you've got it all wrong. That isn't what happened. Natasha came to me and offered up the money for you. I didn't steal anything. I just can't believe that, Mom. Natasha told me that she wouldn't be able to have her wedding after you did that. Did you really think that I was going to be able to enjoy my wedding when Natasha's was ruined? You told me that you were going to pay for it all, but instead you just stole from your own daughter. And didn't you realize that the whole reason I left my wedding up to you was because I was busy planning Natasha's? Hold on. What do you mean you were planning Natasha's wedding? I mean exactly that. I was in charge of putting together my sister's wedding. And you tried to ruin it all. Do you have any idea the stress you've caused me? Okay. I realize that I may have acted rashly and made a mistake or two. Is that the best you've got for an apology? If that's all you have to say for yourself, then you can save it. Liz, what are you talking about? I mean that I don't want you at my wedding, and I don't ever want to see you again, don't even text me, got it? This is all your fault. Liz is never going to talk to me again because of you.
You really think you can call this my fault? You're the bad guy here. How do you not get that?
How could my daughters be so selfish? Don't they know all that I've sacrificed for them?
We're grateful to you for raising us, but that doesn't excuse what else you've done.
So then do you think she's really going to never speak to me again?
I think that's a decision for Liz to make, and you accept it when she does.
Well, fine then. If that's how you're going to be, I'll just sue you both for all the money I spent raising you.
Really, Mom? That's what you're going to do? Wasn't Dad the breadwinner when we were growing up? What could we possibly owe you?
Okay then, I'll just have your dad sue you then. What do you think about that?
Mom, Dad isn't on your side on this, and frankly, he's sick of your behavior as well.
What? You mean you've turned my own husband against me?
We didn't do anything. You did this all by yourself. How do you not understand that yet? In fact, once we're done with the wedding here, Dad is going to file for a divorce and then make you move out. So I just stay at home and start packing up.
Your father is going to divorce me and kick me out? No, that can't be true. You're lying to me, aren't you? He would never do that to me.
You know that Dad is family man and that he cares a lot for Liz and I. Are you really surprised he'd do this?
But, I mean, you don't think he'd actually throw me out, do you?
I guess you'll just have to wait and see about that, won't you?
But that's not a reason to divorce me. I just wanted to give my daughter an amazing wedding. No judge would ever grant a divorce for that.
Okay then, take it to court and see what a judge has to say about the kinds of things you've been putting me through.
You all can't do this to me. I'm going to call the police. What do you think about that?
I think if you call the police, I'll explain to them about my stolen money, so feel free to do that.
You mean you'd really report your own mother to the police? You don't have the guts. I'll show you. I'll prove to you that Mother knows best.
The police were waiting for Liz, my dad, and I when we got home. My mom had already given them her side of the story, but by the time all three of us could explain the kind of person Mom really was, the police realized who the real criminal was and arrested my mom for her theft. After that, my dad filed for divorce, and it all went smoothly. Since it was her first offense, the judge decided to let my mom with no jail time, instead charging her a hefty legal fine. After the court case, however, we all cut Mom off and never talked to her again. I heard that after she moved out, she moved into a tiny apartment. With no real work experience, she had no choice but to accept multiple part-time jobs to afford her rent. I wish that things didn't end like this, but my mom did it all to herself, and I refuse to take responsibility for her mistakes. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.